Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Beware the Beast, our football manager save here with Brentford in the Barclays Premier League. Now, holy crap, the good form has continued and after 14 games on the 7th of December, we sit top of the league, 2 points clear of Chelsea and Liverpool with a game in hand. This is massive and I don't know where this brilliance has come from. But it has been, and after our disappointing defeat to Chelsea, because obviously we sort of rounded off the mixed bag of results against these three massive teams with obviously beating Man United 2-1, losing to Chelsea 3-0, and drawing 2-2 with Arsenal in a game which really was a really exciting first half, and the second half was just dull as hell. And there was lots and lots and lots of chances, and I'd say I think about half time it was like 12 shots to like 18. So, in the second half, there's like 5 shots from each team. It was not really the most exciting, but a very, very even game, if you ask me. Plenty possession was kept because these are two sides that do like to play possession-based football. Going head to head, and it was disappointing that we did concede a penalty. But a good bit of resilience to draw 2-2 after being 2-1 down. In that respect. So a good result against a decent team. And then we've gone on a not really convincing run of wins, but they're wins nonetheless, except for this 1-1 draw against Newcastle, yep. And Jordan Rhodes has just been the star of the show. He's stolen the limelight here with some incredible performances. And really, as a team performance, it wasn't our best day against West Brom, but we did come out 2-1 winners. That's the use of having someone like Jordan Rhodes who can just pick up goals. And when I say Jordan Rhodes has been, instrumental in our great form this season, he's got 12 goals in 12 games so far this season, a 7.54 average rating. He is really, really having a fantastic season so far, and long may that continue. And it did continue in the game against Nottingham Forest. But first, we beat Everton by a goal to nil. David Gerrard, who has also been a revelation since returning back on into the squad from Nottingham Forest loan deal, and he got the goal here just before half time in a game, again, not our best performance, but we won the game, which is really what I can only ask of the team. Really, if you don't play well and you win the matches, when you are playing well, you should be. You should be comfortable. Although technically I didn't actually follow because if we quickly jump ahead to the Newcastle game, we actually dominated Newcastle. Almost had 30 shots, 61% possession, and we only came out with a draw. So I think we sort of switched off after Rhodes' goal. 2 minutes later, Ciro Immobile, who is a very, very good player on this game, he does score goals. That finishing composure combo. Scored against us, and he's had a good season, in fairness, as Ciro Immobile. Bit disappointing, as I said, though, to concede, but a point is not the end of the world, and we kept our unbeaten run going. But obviously, in between those, we did have that game against Nottingham Forest, two goals for Jordan Rhodes, and again, a goal just 4 minutes after they equalised, which was very, very pleasing. And again, not really our best performance. Granted, we did have double the shots that Nottingham Forest had, and we did have 5% more possession than, 10% more possession than they did. Due to the way possession works. But yeah, a good result nonetheless. And again, Jordan Rhodes just really being a crucial part of our team, showing that even at 29 years of age, he's still got goals and his mental attributes are still going up, and really his physicals are slightly declining, but he's still got it at 29. I'm very, very happy that he's proving the doubters wrong. And then we had a interesting game against Derby because first half we dominated. Sergio Diaz getting 2 goals, and then in the second half, Derby deserved their goal back that Thierry Bafuma got them. But honestly, we had like 15 shots by half time, I'd say, maybe 14, and Derby had like 1. So in the second half, they probably were the better team and did deserve the goal. But it was nice to see. I gave Jordan Rhodes a little bit of a rest, but I gave Sergio Diaz the chance to go in and show us what he can do. And he got 2 goals for us. He's not really been incredible since joining for a big hefty fee from PSG. But he is a decent player, and he did get 2 goals. And one of them, the 21st minute goal, actually, I might show you this, was a peach. It really was. I wonder if this is going to load up into 3D match engine or 2D match engine. Because my highlights normally are 2D with replays at 3D. So is this classed as a replay, or what is this going to do? I wonder. Oh, the anticipation's building. Hang on. There we go. And it's doing it in 2D. And I press spacebar to pause. I press spacebar to pause. I did a stupid. And where is it? There we go. I completely just had a brain fart there for a second. Now I've got to wait for this to load. Jesus Christ, 3D Match Engine takes the piss. Really does. Obviously because I've not loaded my FM up before recording this. There we go. Can we just play? Maybe. Play the goal. View highlights. Goals. There we go. So Bertrand threw it in. Bryce Deja, I don't know how to say his name. Hit it forward. It came to Carrera. I'm going to slow this. I pressed spacebar again. I did it again. I'm an idiot. This is official. Let me just slow that down just a bit. Hang on, how do I only have it there, don't I? Do I have it there? Oh, we'll just turn it to like one above normal and show you this goal finally. Oh, now it feels really slow. So it came to Sergio Diaz, and he smashed it in. Very good finish actually from that position. So I was very, very pleased with that. And that really brings us up to this game against Swansea. And the reason why I've chose Swansea is that they are a decent team, and I'm trying to bring in some teams that I'm trying to live come a little bit more for you guys during this good run of form, and hopefully Swansea will provide a good test for us, but I do think we can beat them. Obviously, not this time last year, but last season, away at Swansea, we did lose by a last-minute goal. So hopefully we can get a bit of revenge for that. We did beat them at Lionel Road, but would be good to avenge. And let us do that. So they're saying that the lad is unavailable. That's going to be a shame, but is a good chance for Ricardo Gomez to come in, who's had a slow start to life here at Lionel Road, but I do have faith in the man. You know, he has got a bit of a big price tag at £8 million, but I do think he can come good with some faith. Now Dory is injured, which is a big loss because Dory is a quality player. He is our captain, and we're missing him. So hopefully Kangolo and Patrick can do the deal. I'm going to move Patrick to the right-hand side. That is actually going to be a bit of a scare now because Kangolo has not been great this season, hence he hasn't started many games. And it does worry me that perhaps he may be exploited. Hopefully Santon and Patrick can do a good job because he is a good player, Kangolo, but he's just not as good as we first thought he was. Now Sergio Diaz just scored 2 goals in his last game. So Jordan Rhodes will remain on the bench, which is a big call. But if needs be, if we are losing at half time, or perhaps if Diaz is not playing very well, then Jordan Rhodes will be the man to come and save the day, I'm sure. But the fact that we've only dropped points in 4 games this season out of 14 is really, really impressive. So it's really showing our resilience to, keep winning, and playing well, and getting results even when we're not playing well is what I'm trying to say. They've got a good team though, playing 4-1-4-1, bit defensive. Jonathan Shelvey still playing, Gylfi Sigurdsson. I don't know who Dermick is. Yusuf Poulsen is a good player, the Danish right winger or striker, but they're playing him on the right. I always thought he was a right winger. Oh well, let's go on out there and get ourselves a victory. I did not even click anything because I'm stupid. And yeah, I mean, it's been a really, really good season. I'm very impressed by Maxim Caval as well, who's kept quite a few clean sheets for us already. And actually, I want to talk about that actually a little bit because Maxim Caval has picked up 4 clean sheets this season. And I think Fraser Forster last season, over the last 2 seasons, has picked up 5. He's picked up 7. Okay, credit where credit's due. So Caval could better that in a season. It is very much possible that he could better that in a season. So it really, really shows the step up in quality of goalkeeping that we have by bringing in Maxim Caval. Even though it was, a pretty hefty price tag as well, obviously 14 million and a player exchange. So yeah, not bad at all really. But in the well, I was going to say in the early exchanges of this game, we're bloody 37 minutes in, and Swansea have had the better of the chances, but we're keeping the ball better, which I suppose is a positive. Isn't great though. I'd rather us perhaps get a few more shots away, especially as our shots have all been off target, which means Sergio Diaz, you're on a yellow card, you're not scoring. Time to change. But we're not losing, even though we easily could be. So that is a positive. Now in the second half, Jordan Rhodes is on. Let's get that goal and steal this game from the Swans. It's sink or swim time, boys. And there's no. Do Swans swim or do they float? Do they kind of walk? They kind of paddle, don't they? They don't really swim. I don't know. Answers. Someone give me an answer, please. What do swans do when they sit on water? Probably one of the strangest questions I've asked. But again, yeah, just a bit of a dull game so far, and I don't want to. In my head, I do see Swansea licking this. Yeah, oh God, not licking the game. Just a random fan comes on and starts licking the pitch, and like, what the fuck's this weirdo doing? But no, I do see them stealing this game and possibly breaking our hearts. But if we could draw and hold on, give us a 3-point gap over the two teams below us, that would be helpful. Obviously, Manchester United and Manchester City, more importantly, have 2 games in hand, which means they could actually overtake us if they win them. But again, looks to be a bore draw, which is a little bit disappointing for a live com, I must admit. Although I did show that lovely Sergio Diaz goal, so don't be too upset. Unless, oh dear, no. Here's Ince. Oh, I don't like this. I really do not like this. Please, somebody stop him. It's Jack Cork. Davide Santon with a great tackle. We've got 20 seconds left. Hold on. That was close. That was close again. Swansea, I think with the first highlight of the game, like a first shot highlight. And it's still, they're both misses. But we've come out with this game with a 0-0 draw. Probably the most boring live com you'll ever see. But I know the title of this video. What do Swans do? The Swans float. Bloody hell. But that's 7 matches without losing. It continues our good run, and we are obviously 3 points clear at the top of the table, which is just madness for this point of the season. I'm going to give ourselves a little bit of a break before I see you next. So I'm maybe thinking, let's do something we haven't done before. I like the look of Leeds because they are nearly promoted. It gives us a massive gap to talk about. It allows us also to talk about our January and what transfers we've made, if any. But I do see that there could be a few out, maybe a couple of key players, maybe if the offers are right. Because I mean, if players like Doria attract the same interest they did in the summer, people might be very, very tempted to trigger his £45 million release clause, which for us would be great because it gives us plenty of money to invest in a new defender. But we would be losing a world-class player. But I want to thank you very much for watching. You've been awesome as usual. I'm sorry the episode was shit. But what can I do when FM throws you a bore draw? But as I said, I want to thank you very much for watching. You've been awesome as per usual. Much love. Bye-bye.